Who here has ever dated what we perceive in society a masculine woman? Does anyone know what that looks like? Yeah, you know what that looks like? A woman that doesn't feel safe in your presence, so she's got to step up and be the leader. That's what that is.
If you're a man, let me give you a piece of advice. If you ask a woman on a date...
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I wasn't planning on it.
Preference versus non-negotiables. If you don't have non-negotiables, you don't have standards. You're just winging it. And if you don't know your non-negotiables, dating is always going to be frustrating. Preferences change. Standards don't. When everything is flexible, you end up negotiating your needs, and then you're not respected. Guys, clarity isn't control. It's knowing what you will and won't tolerate. Save this before your next date.
I feel like ignoring your partner when there's an issue is neglect. And I think neglect is a form of... I am not going to ignore my partner. If I feel a way, I'm telling you how I feel. I don't care how uncomfortable it makes you or me feel. We're going to talk about it. But that whole ignoring thing, that's another form of manipulation. Nobody can tell me different.
Even if you're that partner that doesn't want to talk, just say that's your partner. I don't want to talk right now.
I'm saying that right now, I just need a moment. I just need to take some space for myself. But the whole ignoring, if you ignore me, let 2 days go by. We done. We broke up. Don't come to me 2 days later. You was mad for 2 days, be mad forever. We're done. I don't got time for that. We're grown. Say what your issue is. Or tell me you don't want to talk right now. So at least I know. Because that also brings up abandonment. I know I'm bringing up a lot of words. You have it right there ready to Google it.
Follow Masculine Craze for more relationship advice and tips.
A lot of these modern women keep on hollering online, on TikTok, I don't need no man. And then when a man stops trying to help you out, you're going to be confused. But a lot of this is your own doing.
Give me the top 5 signs a man is done in a relationship. He's still there, but what are the 5 signs a female can see? Like, your man's really, he's done with you. He's still in the relationship though.
And probably like interest.
He's not showing interest.
Probably him just liking hella photos.
Liking the other girl.
Like, you just see him all the like same with, I would say following new girls too, because it's like scoping out the new, you know, being disrespectful to you. Probably like a lack of.
Yeah, no, he ain't clapping.
That's probably the most important one. When I said lack of interest, I meant more like taking you on dates, buying you flowers, like just showing like, you know what I'm saying?
Extra miles. Like, I thought you meant like no pipe.
What you got?
No pipe though, yeah.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
What's up with men? I don't know. I wanted to ask you, men don't come up and ask or talk to you anymore. There was this cute guy. He went to the bar at one point. So I was like, oh, let me go to the bar too. So I like saddled up next to him at the bar and kind of like gave like a look, and he looked right at me and then like looked away. I was like, okay, well, never mind. Like, I was seeing something that apparently wasn't actually happening. And as we left, one of the other bachelorettes on this trip was like, oh my gosh, that guy kept looking at you. Did you guys talk? I was like, wait, what? You saw it too? I guess I could have said, hi, how are you? I don't know why I didn't. I guess I was like, I made that move. Meet me the other 75% of the way or whatever it is.
It is becoming like that. Like, I think that there's a shift in it. And honestly, women have to take more of the reins in a way. Maybe we should have a man on and ask him what that's like. Why don't they do that?
A dating expert.
Is there a dating expert man that would like to come on this podcast?
I can't remember many times of like I've been approached. And that has been like hard on my self-confidence because I've seen it happen to my friends. Specifically like these 2 friends that are like gorgeous, like fit all the beauty standards, like petite. Obviously, I'm not like harping on them, but I'm always just like, why doesn't that happen to me? Am I like intimidating somehow? Am I putting off like a certain vibe? I like to be like, it's just my height, I guess. And I'm just too broad of shoulders for someone to approach me. But like, I've been approached by women. And so I wonder if it really is, it's almost switching these days of like, people are just changing.
A lot of these modern women continue to bump their gums about wanting a provider. I want a man to provide. I don't need one, but I want one. Whatever. I'm not doing it for you. If you're not reciprocating, then I'm not going to give anything to you.
Avoidant men are toxic. They are selfish. They are cold. If your mind's an avoidant, run. You see that everywhere. And honestly, it makes me sad. Because avoidant isn't bad. It's an attachment style. Some people feel safe with closeness. Avoidance feels safe with distance. They pull away not because they don't care, but because closeness feels dangerous. Most just struggle with emotions, their own and other people's. If you're with one, it's hard. You probably feel anxious or confused, and maybe you have an anxious attachment, the one that chases love to feel safe. At first, it's magic. Each gives the other what they're missing, but soon, the anxious one clings, the avoidant runs. Still, these relationships can work when both stop blaming each other and start healing together.
All right, single man, I want to hear from you. Me and my friend were in a conversation the other day, and we were talking about the current status of single men and why many of you 35 and older are still single. And we came to the conclusion that most men nowadays see women as a liability and no longer an asset. And yes, it could be from a past relationship, trauma, drama, but nonetheless, that's how you see women. But hey, I don't want to assume. I want to hear your reason as to why you are single. Is it because you are still getting over your past relationship? Is it because you are just taking time to work on yourself? Is it because you just can't find a good woman or the woman that you are looking for? Or have you just lost all faith in women?
You know, what strong, independent women need to understand is when you kill the need in a man, when you kill the desire in a man, there's no reason for him to continue volunteering to help you out. I'm not about to wrangle you and wrestle you to help you out. Are you serious?
You know what my favorite thing about my man is? You wanna know? That he literally turned the hoe into the housewife.
How embarrassing for her husband. This is not the flex that you think it is. I was expecting for her to say something really sweet about her husband, and this is not it. Honestly, most men hearing this are just going to feel bad for your man, and they're going to wish that this kind of love never finds them.
Absolutely nobody's talking about the man who had to start over from zero because a relationship destroyed his peace. He lost time, he lost money, he lost confidence, and in some cases, he lost years of his life trying to make something work that was quietly breaking him. And he stayed in silence. He suffered in silence. The hardest part, it's carrying the silence because men aren't encouraged to talk about emotional loss the way others are, the way women are. So that man rebuilds quietly. He questions his judgment. He becomes more guarded because he learned a hard lesson. The cost of giving too much to the wrong place, investing too much in the wrong person. If that's your story and this video resonates with you, I want you to hear something. Starting over isn't failure. Walking away wasn't weakness. Choosing peace after chaos is strength.
Once again, I think modern women, they want you to just lose all your stuff. Oh man, we're in love. You only live once, live in the moment. I'm going to protect my stuff because if it were me in your situation, I would get a prenup. But for you, don't you do it.
So my fiance wants to take a break. She has only been in long-term relationships and she's never had a period of being single before. So she wants this before she gets married.
I think deep down you already know. She wants to see what life is like without you. She wants a test. That way, if it's not as good, she can just come right back and act like that was part of the plan. But if it is better, or she finds somebody else, you're gonna be done. Don't ever, if a woman wants a break, just break up. And it doesn't matter if she's been in other relationships long term and she's never had a chance to be single. Her saying that just says that she doesn't know who she is without a man. So there's chances are she's not truly being herself because she doesn't know who she is. That's a red flag in itself. Which is weird because you can find yourself while being in a relationship. You can try new things. You just don't go to the bed with another man. And the thing is, she doesn't need to call a break. She could just bring up what she wants to try or learn. Oh, hey, you want to go take a painting class? I'm gonna go hiking with my friends. She can go out and do stuff. Dude, she's just saying that.
A lot of these modern women don't really know what a real man is. And they go off speaking about a real man. And then when he stops doing the things that an actual masculine man does, then you're confused. Oh, maybe that was important. I know, stupid. It was.
What's wrong with guys these days? I can never find a good man.
Maybe it's you.
Me? What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, since we friends, I can be honest with you. Sometimes you can be a little mean. And your conflict resolution, terrible. Every time a problem happens, you're running. And your emotional level of maturity is probably the lowest I ever seen. Like every time you get mad at a dude, you block him. And then after blocking him, you expect him to chase you.
Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with a little chase, all right? I mean, look at me. What you expect?
I mean, you look good, but you still need to learn how to handle conflict. You're supposed to talk through things, process them, And your choice in man, the most terrible I ever seen. Like, I never seen you date a good man. Every dude you dated was a player. Cheating on you every time, but then you be like, oh my God, I think I can change him. No, you can't. You can't change him. You gonna keep cheating, keep cheating, keep cheating.
Okay, I get it. Maybe I got some things I gotta work on, all right? Is that it?
Oh no, I mean, if you want some more truth, I can tell you. You're cooking, terrible. You don't even season your food enough, and it's just always a little bland, and that's not gonna keep nobody happy. And your attitude, look at you. Your arms crossed right now. Don't uncross them, cross them back. That's how you eat. You got an attitude problem.
One of my favorite words.
Yeah.
Clarify and verify.
There we go.
But that's actually pretty typical in human relationships, that we'll speak up about what we truly need, desperately need, when the anger at not getting it is bigger than the fear of what they'll think of us for needing it. That's like one of the main things that is at the root of those instances of being related. We wait until we're furious because we're so afraid to reveal a weakness. A need is a weakness. And the instinct is just to hide it, conceal it. They should already know it.
Yeah. I feel like the journey of being able to pay attention as a human being, pay attention to the subtleties, irrespective of communication, is a beautiful skill set. But oftentimes we're in that case where it's just so much of our struggle and strife in relation would be solved by just simple communication and checking in and asking of questions and clarifying. And
one of my favorite words.
Yeah.
Clarify and verify.
There we go.
Start with, it seems like, instead of, you're this way.
Yeah.
A lot of men are really tired of having to absorb a woman's cost of doing business, the way she lives her life. Oh, I'm just free out in the field. I don't want to deal with that. You want to be undisciplined, and you want me to come in and fix all that.
Why men avoid commitment? The number one reason, the fear of vulnerability. A lot of men was raised to believe showing emotion is a sign of weakness, man. And they scared if they do open up to the wrong person, they can end up being hurt. You know how many women out there that hurt, man, for whatever reason? And number two is basically past trauma and heartbreak. Do you know how many out there that left millions of heartbroken? Yeah, they ain't trying to experience that pain again, man. The third reason, the desire for freedom and independence. The modern dating landscape emphasizes personal freedom and self-exploration, man. They don't want to answer to nobody. Trust me, I'm the same way. Some men and women feel like committing to a relationship could get in the way of their pursuit of happiness. Everybody want to live, but nobody want to. The fourth reason, they not sure of the future. A lot of men are dealing with the pressures of life. You don't want nobody on the side of your ears just nagging you or not supporting you the right way, man. Not until a man finds something that he loves doing or finding a life path that he could commit to, he'll never commit to you, man. The number 5 reason, why buy the cow if the milk for free? We live in a time where is accessible, man. And sometimes men don't want to deal with the obligations of a relationship, having to take you out to dinner, buy you things for your birthday. Right now, I'm trying to get my life together. Don't be mad at me. It is what it is. I'm just giving you the reasons why men avoid commitments.
A lot of these modern women, they strong and independent. They don't need no man. Oh, I ain't gonna have no man telling me what to do. All this and that until the bill comes. Until they don't want to work no more. Until they tired. It's all this yapping, all this strong independent, all of this in the city nonsense that they be talking about, until hard work step into the picture.
If your girl says, I need space, or let's take a break, or I need a break so I can focus on myself, translation, I want to go ride other, period. That's just her way of wanting to go test things out, test the waters, or to break free or whatever, without feeling like a cheater. She doesn't want to cheat, and she want to play the game correctly. So she tells you, let's take a break. That way it's not cheating. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It don't mean nothing else. I get so sick and tired of guys, younger guys hit me up. My girl want to take a break. What it mean? It mean this. Are you sure? That's all it means, bro. If a woman wants to truly focus on herself and grow and progress or whatever, it's number one, she wouldn't have been in a relationship in the first place. But when women are going through stuff and they need help and they want their man to be with them right there every step of the way. So the fact that she wants to break away from you in order to do that lets you know that that's women want to soak up all of your resources, all of your attention. Women will exploit you till there's nothing left. You understand what I'm saying? So again, that's just a cop out, man. She want to go do she probably already doing it and feel bad about it. And so she want to break away from you to do it and not feel bad about it. But that's the case 100% of the time. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And one thing that modern women keep on doing is, in society in general, it really don't even matter. You talk about, red pill and manosphere and stuff like that. They're normalizing disrespect and just really being flippant about a man's feelings. And once a man sees, oh, so you're just not going to respect anything that I say, they just stop paying attention. They stop hanging around you.
I think, again, like the early exposure to pornography, but then also Gen Z in particular has such a high rate of anxiety. So basically, like all of Gen Z has an anxiety disorder. Over half of Gen Z has a mental health diagnosis, and of them, 90% have anxiety. So if you are super self-conscious, you don't have a lot of confidence, especially if what you're seeing online or in real life, your experiences with the opposite aren't positive. And especially for boys, they're terrified of being Me Too'd, having their lives destroyed if they approach the wrong woman, or having a woman get really angry, disgusted with you. And, just to make you feel badly about having the guts to go and talk to someone, they're going to say, okay, well, why am I going to bother doing this? And then you also have these male influencers who are having their moments saying, oh, don't, feminism is terrible. I do think feminism has gone too far in some ways, but of course women are equal to men. But they're saying women don't deserve any equal rights or whatever. Like you just have a harem of these ladies and they should send it home and serve you. So these boys. Oh, that type, yeah. There are a bunch of them.
What do they call it? Manosphere?
Manosphere, yeah.
Right. Okay. But, so they're putting out the idea that guys should have a harem? Because it's not easy to get a harem.
What's funny too is that it's not funny actually, but they draw on evolutionary psychology and biology to justify their ideas. Like, so basically, like men like lots of women, so they should be able to sleep with as many women as they want, whereas women, their chastity is the most important thing. So women, you as a man can sleep with as many women as you want, but your woman needs to be a virgin. And a
lot of these modern women want a provider, they want a leader, and a soft man all at once. Newsflash, that guy does not exist. He doesn't exist, right? A lot of you guys want standards and things that contradict each other. Y'all continue to say, as a man, you should. Well, listen to you for the last hour and a half lets me know that you don't even know what a man is.
Okay, this video is for the girls that are low-key losing hope in dating and just convinced that there's no good guys out there. A lot of my content on my profile is a lot of negativity towards men. And I want to say, I don't think all men are bad. I think there's great guys out there. I have a great dad who I really look up to and adore, and he is great to my mom and just a great dad in general. I have great brothers. I have a lot of friends with boyfriends, and they are treated very well. I have a lot of guy friends that are great guys. I just want you to know, there is hope. I promise you. Just because you think that there's no other good guys out there doesn't mean you have to settle, okay? If you're dating someone and you're not being treated well and you're debating on leaving, I promise you there is someone out there that will treat you how you deserve to be treated. So don't settle. Don't just stick around because you're too scared to walk away because you're scared that you won't find someone else. I promise you, there's someone for you. I really do believe that there's someone for everyone out there. Honestly, my goal is that I want everyone to just have self-respect. Ultimately, I want everyone to have self-respect, and I don't want anyone to put up with bull crap, because I have, and it's not fun. Got fed up at a certain point, and I gained self-respect, and I don't put up with anything. I'm so much happier, and now I'm not dating a loser. I just want you guys to like not give up hope, because you will find your person. I really do believe it. Okay, love you, bye.
The reason why Collab likes masculine women is because he's autistic and has severe social anxiety. Masculine women are able to down-regulate your nervous system. You're so confident and outgoing that they give you this calm. Despite all of the options that he has, that he's dating a low-tier Becky, even though he's a millionaire Chad, he's able to give him a sense of calm. Sometimes that just transcends looks.
Guys, it's dangerous out there. You see, most of these ladies you are dating, they are dating more than 2-3 boyfriends. You are not the only one. Always protect yourself. Don't feel too comfortable. Don't think because you've been dating this person for more than a year, so you let go of your guard and not protect yourself.
I will give it to you, boys. One thing you're gonna do is shoot your shot. I've been going to the same Starbucks, and there's always the same barista there. And occasionally he'll upgrade my grande drink to a venti drink. And I'm like, that's sick. No questions asked. That's my guy. And so I go in today, and now they're required to write little messages on all the things. Man's wrote his number. Now I'm gonna go into Starbucks, and he's gonna be like, hey, do you see the thing I wrote down? I'm gonna be like, huh? And he's gonna be like, the thing I wrote on the thing? And I'm gonna be like, oh, no, actually, I don't know how to read.
He's not looking cute, but his wallet has to be cute. Can you just give your short story? How did you guys meet? Anything. Okay, so I don't think we look good together, and I don't believe in that also. I think I look good, and his wallet is cute. That's what I'm worried about also. I don't mind if a guy is not looking cute, but his wallet has to be cute. And short story, actually it's a 15 years long story, but the good part is every time I touch anything and I want anything, he was always there. Okay, baby, you want this? I can give you even better than that. So I think that is the best part about our relationship, and I really enjoy that. Thank you so much.
When a man no longer wants you, he doesn't always walk away. Sometimes he becomes mean, he gets colder, sharper, less patient, not because you changed, but because he's trying to disconnect without taking responsibility for leaving. A woman, on the other hand, usually becomes calmer. She starts observing instead of arguing, pulling her energy back, preparing herself emotionally. And a weak man won't just say, I don't want this anymore. He'll create discomfort, disrespect, distance. He pushes boundaries until you leave, so he doesn't have to carry the weight of ending it. That behavior isn't confusion, it's avoidance. So when someone becomes unkind instead of honest, listen. That's your cue to leave with your dignity intact.
Do not need men. They are an added bonus and fun in our life.
Men. We need men. Only men can be fathers. They are irreplaceable. Thank you for being willing to risk your life and even sacrifice your life for other people. I think women, we're used to saying, we love mothers, we need women. All of that is true. And we shouldn't be afraid to express that same gratitude and respect for men, because men, we need you.
If you ever come across a man who's consistent, supportive, and makes you feel safe, don't play with it. Because in a world where loyalty is rare, attention is temporary, and peace is hard to find, a man who genuinely wants to see you win is something that you protect, not test. We live in a generation that glorifies material things more than real values. Everybody wants to be relationship goals online, but can't even hold down peace in real life. People are busy chasing looks, status, and followers, but forget that love, effort, and emotional safety will always outlast any type of lifestyle. A man who brings you stability, communication, and accountability is not boring. He's balanced. That's not soft. That's called being secure. That is a man who understands partnership. So don't lose something real trying to impress people who aren't even happy with themselves.
Babe, if he has pictures of other women in his phone that he has hooked up with, run for the hills. Literally, like, run. Why the heck is this man storing a whole roster on their phone of all the girls he's been with? Like, that's some egotistical stuff right there. That shows me how fragile your ego is, because if you have a collection of all of these women, you know, it's just like, you need all of that to validate yourself, to feel like you're the man. That's just gross energy. That's just some low vibrational energy, and I'm not about it. Not about it, baby. Yeah, babe, so run. Cut that shit, because you cannot tell me anything to normalize that type of behavior. No.
If a man wants to go 50-50 with you, just hit him with one of these. We've been dating for this long. I thought you liked me. Every other man I dated wasn't like this. Are you really gonna make me wait? I did all of this for you tonight. So you're just gonna tease me like that? I just don't feel like you really care about me then. I guess you're just not that into me. You're overthinking it. Just relax. Why are you acting like it's such a big deal? We're both adults. It's not that serious. You got me all dressed up for nothing. Don't you trust me? I thought you were different. So what, you're gonna make me go home like this? Just feels like you're rejecting me. You're being kind of selfish right now. I've been patient with you. You owe me at least that. I wouldn't treat you like this. Wow. And I was so nice to you. I guess all men are the same. They only want one thing. You're making me feel like less of a woman. Oh, I didn't realize you were such a prude. And then don't speak to him again until you're hungry.
Why are most men insecure around women that are about their business? I think because they haven't found their purpose yet. I think the only reason why a man would ever down a woman is because he doesn't feel good inside of himself and his mission and his purpose and his plan and his level of leadership. And so instead of doing something about his issue, he attacks that woman. Because a man that sees a woman as his partner, even if she's a little bit ahead of him, will be like, oh yeah, that's my baby and I'm getting mine too. I've never met anyone doing better than me that talks down on other people. I've only ever met low vibrational people that have low vibrational experiences. And the more low vibrational you are, the more you get to perpetuate that story. I don't subscribe to that story, but I feel like to me, it's giving weak. It's giving you are insecure inside of your result. And so now you want to lash out and attack. Yeah. Because it's a mirror of all the things you could have done and you didn't. It's a mirror of all the ways that you lack. It's a mirror of all the disappointments that you have. And instead of dealing with yourself, you take it out on that person.
Okay, I know some of you guys are going to strongly disagree with me on this take. But that's okay, we all have different opinions and I want to hear yours. I am so anti when a guy opens the car door for you and closes it. There, I said it. Let me state my case. Number one, logistically, it does not make sense. To this side, all the way around this side, when I can open that door up, it's fine. It doesn't make any sense. Number two, it feels a little performative to me. Kind of the same as the sidewalk rule. Like if a car drives up on this sidewalk, we are both gonna be hit. We're both gonna have bilateral femur fractures, okay? Partially, this is because I'm not like totally into like the whole Southern gentleman, like, no, you always sit in the booth. No, I'm opening every door. I love that for people that are into that. And people are like, no, this is what we do. But my family's from up north. I wasn't necessarily raised like this is how it has to go every single time. I think there's other very sacrificial things that a man can do that make you feel special and make you feel like important, valued in a relationship. That's like giving her your jacket or paying for a meal or like supporting them in ways that are important to that person, not just being performative and doing this because we do it. I know it is a hot take, especially in the South. I've been on a lot of dates with very Southern men, and most of them open the car door. Maybe it's a me issue that I get like stressed out by that, but I don't know. I want to hear your opinion.
She said no, guys.
My brother in Christ, why are you dropping 9 bands?
On a talking stage.
And after all that money, almost 5 figures. You ask her to be your main squeeze, and not only does she reject you, She pulls out her phone to make a TikTok to document her rejecting you.
After all the expenses you paid.
You couldn't take her to a nice restaurant and ask? Couldn't ask over a picnic? A laser tag date? No. You went balls to the wall.
And that cost you?
That cost you almost 9 bands, to be exact. Now, we have to appreciate the effort at the end of the day. He put himself out there. He obviously thought he put himself in the best position possible to secure the deal. And it wasn't enough.
And it may never be enough.
After a price tag like that, I mean, geez Louise. But keep shooting, soldier. Keep shooting.
I'm sorry, but to me, being 45 with no kids and no husband, talking about I'm still trying to find the right one, is not a flex. That is not, baby, you are damaged goods at that point. I know y'all hate when I call y'all that, but time does not play. And y'all want to sit up here and be like, oh, my 20s, this is my 20s. That is your prime, girl. Get the best. You are going to get the best man you can get in your 20s. I promise you that. After that, you are just the pick of a random litter, and you better hope to God that you find somebody, because when I'm telling y'all, it's hard out here. Y'all think it's all fun and games because you're cute now, your tight little waist and all that stuff. You're gonna be gone, girl. You know what I mean? Like right now, stop playing around. Disclaimer though, I'm not saying going out here and be a baby mama. No. Do not go out here and have kids in your 20s if you're not married. Do not do that. That is the girl, you will ruin your life. Do not do that. If you are not married, do not have kids in your 20s. Now, if you're not married and you get pregnant in your 30s, probably best to keep babies, because we don't know when your next opportunity gonna come. But like I said, this is for marriage goals only. Get married in your 20s. And they talking about some, oh, what if you don't like that person? What if you change? You both are going to change. You both will have things you don't like and things you do like, but you just can't leave someone because of one thing you don't like about them.
When I meet women that have the mindset of dating for marriage, they are centering men and their experience. They just need to find a man. They want to find a man so that they can get married, have a ring, be called a wife, and sit on this pedestal. On this channel, we're just going to be very frank and cut and dry, and we're going to get down to the bottom of what it is. I'm not going to feed into your comfortableness of beating around the bush. I'm going to call it as it is. That is centering men. And the thing about it is, what comes with that is a lot of the teachings that we've heard from our elders. Oh, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, girl. If you want a man and you don't want him to cheat and you want to be the only one, you got to make sure that you do this. You got to make sure that you do that. And it's a lot of manipulation. It's a lot of entrapment, and all of that energy, you actually imprison yourself. Marriage is not a winning ticket for a woman if she schemed her way into it. It's like you scheme your way into a problem. You scheme your way into a full-time job. You scheme your way into Pygmisha-ism and Barbara the Builder-ism. It's a scheme. When you date with purpose, you understand that there is a deeper purpose. You understand that a relationship is not a romanticized movie. It's a partnership in which this person is going to allow you to discover who you are on a deeper level.
Now we have a clip that is going viral of an elderly person advising young men not to get married.
What advice would you give to your younger self? Don't get married. You're free, man. You're free in the world, so don't get married, please. Don't lose your freedom and your pride, man. You're a man. You're always wanted. I'll tell you, you're always wanted.
And this is the reality of the situation. Many men are demasculated every day in marriage. And really, a man that goes home every day and is disrespected by his wife and children is a man in prison. Modern marriage is a prison for men. They lose their freedom and have to have man caves in the corner of their houses to get away from their wives. They're constantly told that their wife's happiness dictates the future of their marriage. On top of that, we have phrases like it's cheaper to keep her. Why is a man providing protection and provisioning to a household and yet is stuck in a corner of the house in his man cave? Men deserve respect, and husbands deserve to have authority over their own home. If the data has proven that men raise better children, why do we not automatically give them custody unless there is some sort of drug addiction or situation. Men over the age of roughly 45, 50-ish have a very different view on marriage. Even the men that are happily married have likely witnessed a friend or family member go through a...
So I think I need you in my life. You have a boyfriend? Why? Yeah. Who you love him? Yeah. Could you love me too or no? I'm just playing.
You're so funny.
No, what's your name though? You're so beautiful.
And yours?
Dino.
Dino.
Like dinosaur.
Spelled that way?
Yeah, it's spelled D-I-N-O. I'm from Serbia, that's why.
Serbia?
Yeah, Europe?
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
far away.
I know, but you're very pretty though. How good is it? Where are you from?
I'm from the East Coast.
East Coast?
Yeah, so Connecticut.
Connecticut? Okay. Well, I hope you have a good day.
You too.
Nah, that's cheating to me. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That's cheating to me. Entirely too friendly. Entirely too friendly. She was asking follow-up questions, asking for his name, giggling, tee-hee, ha-ha, and she's looking up at him, holding eye contact the whole time. My shorty better have dismissed that conversation with a quickness. I'm not saying she gotta be rude to no man or disrespecting no man in public. I would never ask my shorty to do that. That's dangerous. But she should have dismissed that whole conversation so long ago. You asking for his name, where he's from, how you say his name, how do you spell your name? You giggling, ha-ha, tee-hee. Nah, bro, like that, ooh, that would have pissed me off. Oh, that would have... She was going. Like, all he had to do was apply more. All he had to ask her was like, hey, can you have friends? She would have gave him the Instagram, the phone number. That's cheating.
Why is being a big girl in a friend group on a night out such an exhausting experience? I went out last night with my friend, and all of my friends are 10 out of 10s, which I love for them and I love for me also. And it was so alarming to me how many men would come up to my friend trying to holler at her and completely ignore me. And this is not a new experience. Like, I've experienced this multiple times, but it just alarmed me because I don't be going out like that. And I'm like, wow, people are still acting like this? Like, really? In 2024, the year of our Lord? Like, and like, it's such an interesting tactic because like, I don't need you to entertain me. A simple hello introduction is fine, but completely ignoring my existence is just very odd to me. And it's like a very interesting approach. It's like, do you think this is getting you brownie points with my friend? Like, what? Because if it was me and you completely ignored one of my friends, it's a wrap. Like, I'm never speaking to you. But when guys do that, I hold a grudge for life. Like, even if this goes somewhere, I will never acknowledge your existence in my entire life. Like, I will stand on business till I and never speak to you again. You couldn't speak to me at first jump. I will never speak to you again, truly. And I'm so glad that I have done work to just become more secure in myself because I know I looked good as last night. Nobody can tell me otherwise, but I know back in the day, that would not have been the case. Like, I would have felt so insecure. I would have felt so down about myself and been like, oh my God, like, what does this mean? It doesn't mean anything. It just means that people are... And I just hate that this is an experience that so many of us have to go through just because we are not what people are attracted to. It's weird, honestly. It's odd. But what can we do?
You're dealing with a grown man in his 30s and up. Understand this early. Women tend to fall in love with potential, but men respond to experience. That is who you are and what you bring right now. At that stage, that difference matters more than so many women think, because he's not looking at who you could become. He's asking himself one question. What does it actually look like to deal with her tomorrow? All the time, not occasionally. Not when things are good, but when she's tired, when she's upset, when things don't go her way. These men care about the now, how you speak to him, how you handle pressure, how you respond when you don't get your way, how your presence affects his peace. A grown man is not trying to imagine a future version of you. He's evaluating the reality of you. We think, if he sees my heart, if he understands my intentions. No, sis. He's not measuring intention. He's measuring impact, what your presence adds or what it subtracts now. These grown men don't have the time or the patience to build you into the version of the woman they need. He's not trying to teach respect or coach emotional control or repeat himself 1,000 times until it clicks. He is looking for somebody who already understands how to show up.
Men have convinced other men that vulnerability isn't strength. And the problem with that has resulted in a lot of mental health issues because now they feel like they can't talk about anything. They have to be the strong, macho man all of the freaking time. But everything in life that has real, true growth is when you actually get real and vulnerable with yourself. Stop putting on a front to show off for other people. The thing is that if you are allowing yourself to be vulnerable and emotionally inept and tapped in with yourself and your person, okay, you don't have to be, vulnerable with everybody, okay? You be vulnerable with your circle. You choose the right people to be vulnerable with, and that can only make you stronger. The more you try to fake it, you can't heal what you hide. And I know it's coming from a woman. Oh my God. But for real, you can't heal what you hide. Because I used to be the type of person that I thought I had to be Miss Macho because my dad passed away when I was in high school and everybody else wants to freaking play games out here. And no, absolutely not. I used to think I had to be strong all the time, Miss Independent, because nobody else got me. But the thing is that when you are vulnerable with the right people, they can only push you to grow further. That's the truth about vulnerability. And the lies that are getting told to you otherwise are on purpose so that you cannot grow. The whole world is designed for you to not grow and be stagnant.
A lot of these modern women want to be strong and independent. A lot of these modern women say they don't need no man until the weight, the pressure of being a strong, independent woman gets too heavy. It gets to be too much. And now you're online crying because no men will help you. Simple things like a man won't give me a seat. A man didn't pay for my coffee today. Like, why not? Because you're strong and independent, remember? Got to do strong and independent things.